Ignite the spark, light the fire. David Hartman, owner of Fantastic Endeavors Travel and Sea. Welcome back. Episode 2 is the Star Wars Halcyon for you. That's right. It's part 2 of now a 4-episode series of our journey. Turns out my tips and recommendations are so lengthy. It's going to be a whole entire show just for the Dave's Disney community. We're back on Enjoy the Journey Luxury Travel Show. Thank you again for joining me on my weekly travel show. If you're new to us, it's all about inspiration, information to take you on your next voyage or journey or cruise. And that's what we're talking about today. We're doing an immersive deep dive into the Galactic Starcruiser. Plus, stay tuned to the end. I will tell you who will enjoy our journey on the Halcyon. It's not just for Star Wars fans. There's a lot of fans out there of many different things entertainment-wise that could be really for you. As always, like this wherever you're watching it, share. It really does help me out. And subscribe to my Fantastic Endeavors YouTube channel, where all my shows are archived for your viewing pleasure. And back by popular demand is the man, R2. All right, I'm excited too. And he's mic'd up real well today, right, R2? Good to have you back, buddy. Back in the co-host chair and exciting time. So this is for you guys who want to the minutiae detailed. Got a number of videos to show you. Going to talk about the storylines on board and how that works, because we are talking about the Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser, the Halcyon, a 2-day immersive experience in the Star Wars land of Walt Disney World. But you're actually on a cruise ship, the Halcyon, where I'm today. Please watch my show last week if you want an overview of the basics of what the ship's about in a more kind of 30,000 view of the ship. This is really deep, really minutia. Going to go into really detail. A lot of spoilers too. So if you want to, shut it off because you're not a spoiler person, I understand. But stay tuned. Got an exciting show for you guys. And again, this is not a themed hotel. This is a 2-day immersive storytelling experience. And again, stay tuned to the end because I'm going to talk about which people out there would be fans of this experience. But let's talk about the storytelling. So first off, we have what roles can you play? And in my tips and recommendations, I'll talk about when you can choose these and how soon should you prepare, because it's very important. Now, as we go through my story, the missions I have, every person could be different based on the role you choose and how you interact with the characters on board and how you use your data pad, your My Disney Parks app during the time you're on the ship. You could be the First Order. You could be the evil, the Empire. You could be the Resistance. I was an X-Wing pilot. I was the Resistance. Or you could be a scoundrel and just get involved in dirty plans and kind of play for both sides like a double spy. These are very important to know, and you choose these really when you get on board, really not by a selection anywhere. You do it by voluntarily getting involved with the characters on board, because this is true. You have a passenger staff. You're going to meet some here, and the video is going to show you. Then you're going to meet the really awesome people that really make the journey happen, which is the true actors on board the crew. Some of them come from the Adventurers Club, if you remember that from downtown Disney Springs back in the day. So first off, I'm going to go through how the ship unfolded for us day 1 and then day 2. We are going to talk about the mission about 2 in more detail. Then I'm going to go through some of the missions that we did, some of the experiences that we had on board, and go into real detail about how we experienced this amazing Starcruiser, which my show last week on last Sunday nights on my YouTube channel is called Worth Every Penny. Because to me, my opinion, I paid $5,200 for a 2-day voyage. Just because the level of experience, level of amenities, a very luxury product, to me, it's worth every penny. So first off, R2 is excited, right, R2? I agree. Let's start off with our transport. You arrive in a little kind of concrete area, a valet area just behind Hollywood Studios, behind Galaxy's Edge, if you know what I'm talking about, Walt Disney World. But that's just a space transport. Then you travel light speed to Chandrelia, the home of the Halcyon, and you start your journey there. So here's our space transport ride. And then you welcome to the atrium. We get checked in by the wonderful staff there. Check this out right now. This is the first thing you see when you enter the Halcyon Starcruiser.
early recording.
And you haven't got started yet.
Heading on the Galactic Starcruiser, the Halcyon. Here we go.
Good luck, y'all. Good luck.
Thank you.
We're in it together,
We're boarding right now.
Don't kill each other.
right? And happy birthday.
Welcome to the Galactic Starcruiser, the Halcyon. Boarding for the first time. Witness it with me. Hello. Hi. Hi, Emily.
Halcyon, how are you today?
Fantastic.
This wonderful here. Right now, we're in the atrium. The heart of your It's pretty beautiful, pretty magnificent.
Beautiful atrium.
Yes, especially after the refurbishment. She's looking better than she ever has. I mean, I please have the last name for us. Hartman.
Hartman.
H-A-R-T. A-R-T. M-A-N.
And there's our ship. Amazing.
She's a 1,400 MPO Starcruiser. So our ships are long. Have you ever seen
A what?
a purgle?
What's a purgle?
A purgle is this large, magnificent organic creature that said it's one of the only organic creatures to travel throughout space that can live and breathe in space. And according to history, they're supposedly the only creatures who can travel through hyperspace, and that's how hyperspace was kind of made after the purgles. Now, I don't really know if I believe that or not. I think I need to see it to believe it. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
I've never seen a purgle before, so I think I need to see it to kind of believe it. So,
Thank you, Emily. Great explanation.
Of course, yeah, thank you.
Emily's awesome, and then she is just crew. She's not one of the lead actors in the storytelling, and Disney did a great job building this product with Lucasfilm and the Imagineers, and really going back to that old school customer experience. You don't really see in hotels and theme parks anymore. You see on Disney Cruise Line, and this is more of a cruise line product. This is a voyage. It's not a themed hotel. Keep that in mind. So we're going to keep moving through our experience day by day, not minute by minute, to kind of show you the different features. So R2, what'd you think of Emily? I think she's an absolute sweetheart. And to have someone welcome you on board like that, just off on the right foot, off we go. Then I had a drink in Sublight Lounge after we checked into our room, and I was having a great time and already loving the experience. So next up, I want to show you, after you kind of get involved and get to know the ship, there are some things you do. You could go eat in the wonderful Chronic dining rooms. I had a great lunch buffet going on there, all those small bites like tapas. We did our muster drill in the ATM, and you're going to meet someone else on board the ship who's a big part of our journey, who really helped out. And the crew in general was amazing. So this is the muster drill, and you get an idea of, this is it. This is a small voyage experience, anywhere from 300 to 360 people on board maximum, because only 100 cabins, and there's a few suites in there. Most of them are standard cabins. And here's our muster drill, and our friend Kira answers a nice question for me. Check it out right now. Welcome back to the Halcyon, Galactic Starcruiser, sailing along. Next stop is Batu tomorrow. We are here for our muster drill. I believe this is most of the people on board here for muster. Give an idea of how big the atrium is, also how few people are on board. We're an A, stands for something. Look, an R2 unit. He was driving the ship before. Pretty soon the captain will address us from right up here. Stay tuned. It's a mass gathering. Question.
Yeah.
So what does our A stand for now?
A is the first letter of the Aurebesh alphabet. It is Aurek, so that is why our station name is called Aurek. Pretty easy.
And what is your name?
My name is Kier. I'm one of the Saja here on the ship.
You're one of what?
Saja. So Saja just means teacher. There's 3 of us here on the ship today, and we do teach lightsaber training, which is very exciting.
Fantastic.
Yeah? Are you excited about lightsaber training?
I'm doing that later.
Oh, Okay, do you know what time you're doing it?
It's on my data pad.
Good.
I believe at like 5:05.
Okay, that could be me. I have to check my schedule so I know which ones I'm teaching today. But it would be meet with me or with one of the other Saja here. You're going to have a great time.
Excellent.
Have you worked with a saber before?
I own one.
You own it? Okay.
From Sabi's workshop,
Oh,
but I've not done the proper training yet.
okay. So you're here to learn.
I'm here to learn.
But you've had some experience though. If you built a saber at Sabi's.
I built a saber.
Wow.
I
what
have.
an honor.
I've had wielded it, but I'm looking forward to proper teaching.
Wow. Well, I'm excited. I'm intrigued. I look forward to seeing what you bring to the training pod.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
That's our station. We're ready to go. She's awesome. Kara was just awesome. Again, a crew member, obviously, they're playing in character. They are crew members of the Halcyon in this space voyage you're on. But that they're not the main actors. You'll meet the main actors later. And if you saw my prior show, you saw a bit of the main actors. So she is a lightsaber trainer. She wasn't our individual Saja. If you saw my lightsaber training video from last show, it was a different woman. But we will spend some more time on this show back in the lightsaber training pod. Stay tuned for that. It's a very amazing video as these missions unfold. So this is an unfolding storytelling experience. It starts off with this organization, this building. And again, that atrium, that was everybody on the ship. And again, that's not many people. That's the beauty of it. It's a small cruise experience, voyage experience. And then as it unfolds, little things happen. I was on Batu, like she said, am I doing something wrong? Is something happening? As soon as we got back on the ship day 2, it's like bam, bam, missions, messages. You're getting messages to go here, you're out here. And depending on what role you play, again, I was Resistance. I was an X-Wing pilot. If you saw my wonderful outfit, you saw the header for the show today. Me and my outfit was awesome. It was pretty warm on Batu, but it was a great outfit. And then from there, my missions unfolded based on my interaction with the crew, my interaction with the app, and the role I chose, which was the Resistance. There were guys on board. We thought they were crew. They were dressed up in the First Order outfits, probably old school Star Wars, Empire type garb, general garbs, and they were in character the whole time themselves, which you could do. And you don't have to get dressed up. You could get dressed up, or you can just stay in character your own. Come as your own character. That's what I recommend. And I was a X-Wing pilot. Next up, I want to go back to Crown of Corellia because it's an important part and talk even more about the experience here. So last time show, I talked about day 1. Now I want to talk about day 2. Right, R2? Yeah, R2. Yeah, we both love the food in Crown of Corellia dining room. There's also the experience. This is a cruise. It's a voyage. Check out the entertainment in Crown of Corellia. This is day 2, how they welcome you, because this is basically the food of the voyages, food of the galaxy, voyage of the galaxy of food it's called. And check out how they present us on day 2.
Flavors. Please enjoy and prepare yourself as we take you to the multi-world of Mustafar.
Yeah, so that was awesome to just kind of come out there and woo, hello. And the food both nights was phenomenal. Dinner is always an experience when you go on a cruise. And this voyage, the dinner was truly experienced. We had Gaia the first night. I showed that on my video my show last week. And this time was second week. But we still had some entertainment on board for night 2. Here's our Saja dance, the dance, the theme dance of the cruise. We showed you a taste of it last time, but we also did it during dinner, which was quite fun. Yeah, so I love the fact that this cruise line has their own dance. You gotta love that. Next up, I want to show you in the dining room how much the characters on board, the lead characters, actually get involved with the fellow guests, the passengers on board. Here's Lieutenant Cray from the First Order. And I spoke to him many times, but I was with the Resistance. He didn't like my outfit because I was an X-Wing pilot. And he actually recognized my outfit as an old school X-Wing uniform, not the current era of pilots. And here he is, the First Order, Lieutenant Cray at dinner, getting involved with the dinner guests. Boo! Boo!
Do you find that it is leadership that has provided
Who's not noticed just a little hesitation in the door? Thank you, sir.
Lieutenant, take this credit that has been given to you. I would be fascinated to know what your definition of leadership is.
My definition of leadership. Well, I would say it's respect. Respect for those whom I am leading, and knowing that I have the respect of those willing and look at that.
No, I have absolutely nothing to add.
Just a little taste of getting involved with the crew, getting involved with the characters. That's our captain, Captain Krebin. That's my picture of the header for this show, the promo for the show. That's the captain, blue captain from the planet of Felucia. And there's Lieutenant Cray, who was a very, very intense person to work with. And you'll see as our mission unfolds and our experience unfolds, he gets more and more involved with the ship and the storylines on board. And depending on who you work for, he was very supportive or very mean. Next up, I want to get to more on the actual missions you could do. I highly recommend one of my tips next week's show. I want to talk about, I do just a tip show for my Disney community. Is going to be do as many bridge missions as you can. It is awesome. Right, R2? Absolutely. R2 loves the bridge. He got to run the ship himself for a little while. He's very excited, even though he's an old school R2 unit. And I want to show you, this is a light speed on the bridge to a mission. I showed you a light speed video last time to give you a taste of that, but here's the light speed. The ship's in light speed. Every window, everywhere is in light speed, even in your room. It's very well synchronized. It's awesome. And I want to show you what it looks like when you get into a mission, because it starts out with trainings, but I did 3 different times on board, and each training was a little different, but each mission was very different that we got kind of sucked into as just passengers on the bridge. And I'm in the bridge right now, which is awesome, of the Halcyon, this wonderful 275-year-old Starcruiser. So right now we have light speed to a very special mission on board. This is our day 1. I'm the special Halcyon.
Here come those things again. We have to shoot them, Dave.
We are likely to intersect the trajectory of an arc.
Okay, everyone, please reprioritize. Not a big deal. Okay, I hope that this bridge training works. Watch for lights, please.
Activated. The resistance relay is hidden somewhere within the asteroid field.
All right, well then we need to go in there and get it. Watch what's the damage.
None. Auxiliary shields held.
Okay.
But the likelihood
Yes,
of
we
another.
understand. All right, everybody, we've got to reprioritize. Shields are already there. SK, I need you to roll and hide. Systems, I need you to repair the damage. I need you to have firepower. So, motors to weapons mode.
Loaders now in weapons.
Again, just a taste. And so we were caught in an asteroid field, and the passengers on board had to clear us through the field and get to a special mission at the end in the asteroid field. There was actually a reason we were in that area. And R2 is like, where were you, R2? Oh, he's handling diagnostics. All right. Yeah, it was cool. We both love the bridge. That's where R2 belongs. R2 loves driving the ship and handling the bridge. So we love R2. And that's what I mean. And by the way, all these different stations you see behind me, there's 4 different stations. When you go there, don't be disappointed if you're not firing a weapon, because you will rotate around, and it's a lot of fun. And then each time you're in the training, you actually will get caught in a different mission, depending on what role you're playing. And you may be invited to the bridge back again, depending on what role you play on board, who you interact with. So interact with those main characters out there. Next up, going through some of the different missions, let's talk about the climate simulator mission. This is a very cool part of the ship. You go there and you see what Batu is like before going on your mission. And also during the cruise, this simulates the environment that is on the planet of Batu, or the planet you're going to next. And this will be part of one of your missions, is meeting in the climate simulator away from the First Order. I'm a Halcyon on a mission. Captain left us with Saja, a lightsaber trainer. Head into the climate simulator. Beautiful day in the climate simulator. It simulates the weather on Batu. And there's Saja. We helped her today on Batu with missions to find Jedi artifacts. Right now we're trying to find Rey. Rey's being smuggled on board to help out the First Order takeover of the ship. A civilian cruise ship. Starship. It's beautiful in there. We're here to greet Rey. That was our Saja leading the talk there. And that's, by the way, it's not a smoking area. That's right. That's right. No smoking allowed. Absolutely. That's an area that you can hang out at. And they have sometimes Jedi trainings with those rocks in the middle. It's an area just to chill, but it's also going to be part of where you meet before you go to Batu to show you what the environment's like there, what the weather's like on Batu and Black Spire Outpost, part of your excursion, shore excursions on day 2 of your cruise. And then you go in there at other times too if you want to, like free time. Next up, we'll talk about the cargo hold. This small but nutrient-rich area, I mean, rich is full of just little nooks and crannies. A lot of your missions on Batu, a mission in the cargo hold, will be scanning boxes looking for certain items that you need to accomplish your mission or to help the person that you're allied with. And yes, R2, he loves it. He likes the cargo hold. Really? Oh, man. Oh, what was that? Oh, okay. Well, we won't talk about that. He was in the cargo hold once on a classified mission. So let's show the cargo hold again. It's just this little closet of a room by the dining room, but it's a big part of your missions because there's important things in the hold that people you're helping on your story need to know about. Halcyon cargo hold. Come here and scan the contents for Sammy the engineer. It's a code right there. Code over here. It's hard to reach. And lots of cool things to look at. It's our ship's cargo. Oh, let's have one more. Very cool. Low row hood. Hey, there's my ice cream maker. Woohoo! Does anyone understand the Will Row Hood reference, by the way? Or the running of the Wills from Star Wars Celebration conventions? Look at all the nice rich detail. If you're a Star Wars aficionado, a Star Wars fan, or just like minutia, there's some great stuff in there. But the main mission you're there is to understanding the contents of all those different items in the cargo hold, which is just, again, another piece of the story of your mission on board. Next up, I want to talk about day 2 in our transport on board. Again, my big tip is go on the first transport. It left at 7:45. We were in line at 7:30. And we were all alone in Batu, which I'm going to show you even more detail of. I mean, wait till you see my video of the Millennium Falcon coming up here in a few seconds. This is awesome. To see Galaxy's Edge in theme, in character, and the way you stay there, it was just the way it was supposed to be built. And a lot of what's happening on Starcruiser, Disney kind of promised when they first were building the land. But now you get it by doing the Starcruiser, staying in character. But check it out. I'm going to show you the transport, which is in the news of late because what it actually is, I'm not going to go into that. And R2's like, what? What? Oh, well, okay. Yeah. So he's like, how come he didn't go to Batu? Sorry, R2 could not go that day. So First up, the transport vessel, which I liked. I thought it was a nice little ride that takes you from the Halcyon down to the planet Batu, and you exit and right by first order cargo in Black Spire Outpost. The transport to Batu from the Halcyon Starcruiser.
And I'll be your pilot for this short journey. I always say when you're with J6, you can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Now, if this is your first time visiting Black Spire Outpost, welcome, you're in for a treat. Black Spire is the largest settlement on our beautiful planet of Batu. During your visit, be sure to look out for the Black Spire, located in front of the famous, or should I say infamous, Doc Ondar's Den of Antiquities. Specializing in rare relics, Doc's Den is the perfect place to find a gift for the loved one who has everything. A stop at Black Spire Outpost is not complete without visiting Olga's Cantina.
Woo!
Once again voted the best drinks this side of the sector. I like them, and what do I know? I'm a droid. Try the Fuzzy Tauntaun, Hyperdrive, or Blue Bantha as you enjoy.
So that was our transfer number 2. Again, I'm just giving you a taste of these different things. I enjoyed it. It was fun, and that character there previewing you, because I'm a big cruiser, and I book a lot of cruises for my travel agency, Fantastic Endeavors, and shore excursions are a big part of it. And this is a phenomenal shore excursion. It's a lot of fun. Next up, I want to talk about how no one's in Batu when you get there. And, that's coming up, teasing you. First up, I want to talk about the Walkway. This is pretty neat. They actually had built this when they built the land. This was not new construction. So they knew that this hotel was going to happen when they built Galaxy's Edge. And it's just a preview of kind of getting you warmed up from the ship itself, from the voyage to Black Spire Outpost. Walking into Batu. We're on Batu. We came from our transport. This is unique to Starcruiser people. Heading on our missions on Black Spire Outpost. Thank you. Right signs.
I just wanted to give one more on my show. If it doesn't say we require any additional cargo and we don't want to lug it around Batu, feel free to bring it back to us. We'll have that sent to the house for you, all right?
Thank you, Seth.
My honor.
Cool. We gather some scavengers and merchandise. They can take it for us. Hi. First order cargo, first order section of the outpost, the Blue Milk Stand.
We gotta get our first arrival crew.
Right, let's do it.
Very quiet.
Get in here, Dave.
Coming. No one's there, but cool walkway just gets you in the mode, get you there. And if you go early, you go first shuttle, boom. You're there in the land all by itself, just how it's meant to be seen, as if you're truly departing a voyage on a spaceship and going to a foreign land, a foreign planet. Batu, Black Spire Outpost. What's cool is because you have cast from the ship, crew from the ship there to assist you, who know you have all your information. One had helped me with the reservations for the Cantina Chronicles. Check out my show last week to see about Cantina Chronicles. I made that reservation when I arrived there. I didn't know I needed a reservation, and they hooked me up, and they set up, so we got back to the ship. One reason you go early is to get back to the ship early and enjoy all the extra things going on board, and the missions on board, and the food on board. Highly recommend. Another tip is they have holds for all the merchandise being purchased. So, like for example, I found R2 on the land, and I brought him back, and they took care of him for me. So that's a very big thing to know about. You don't have to drudge your new wares because everyone's there to buy merchandise, right? Next up, let's talk about there's no one in Batu. Stay tuned. This video, it starts off in the sun because I was in a rush, but wait till you see the payoff when you see the Falcon with no one around. What a great feeling to a land that's so popular, that's always crowded right after park opening. Check this out. We're off in Batu, 8 a.m. Only ones here are other people from Earth and Deluxe Resorts.
I don't know which way you're going, but...
Look at the Falcon.
Yeah.
God. We're off in Batu, 8 a.m. Only ones here are other people from Earth and Deluxe Resorts.
I don't know which way you're going, but...
Look at the Falcon.
Yeah.
God. Nobody's here. There's Oga's. Be there later. Look at that, no one here. 8 a.m. in the park from the Starcruiser. This is why you do it. First shuttle, got line 7:30. Board a quarter of. Only a few people in the park. We're off. I know. I'm sorry, R2. He's upset. He didn't get to go to Batu, and he wants to take over the show now, right? I hear you. I hear you. He's gonna calm down. It's okay. Next up. So how was cool? How about the photo op there? I mean, no one's around. Take the first shuttle, get out there. This is one of the benefits why you're paying so much is this unique experience a normal park guest doesn't get. And this experience about Batu is a big part of it. Don't just stay on the ship. Do the missions. Go on board. Get active. Get involved. It's awesome. Back on the ship, things really picked up. Once we got back and the Cantina Chronicles, started getting all these messages on our data pads, started getting all these ideas, more interaction. All of a sudden, things just went haywire. And part of it was First Order came on the ship early on, said they're watching us. They're aware of some things going on. Now they just completely just took over the ship. So check out this message to the crew right now in the HM towing the passengers on board.
We can take them. We have enough for them. Absolutely not. No. Our top priority is the safety of the passengers. My friends, crew of the Halcyon, you will stand down.
Oh, level-headed as always, Captain. I would have to say I rather enjoy running such a glamorous ship. You have been relieved of your responsibilities. The Halcyon is now under my command and the authority of the First Order. Of course, I couldn't have done all of this alone. I had help from many of your passengers. General Kevin, Charlie, what would I have done without the three of you? Including Darth Rome, where his work in the engineering room was beyond compare. And of course, it is no surprise that young Stormtrooper recruit Lincoln.
That was the first road taker of the ship. So how are you aware of this? How are you aware this is happening? Your data pad, it gives you notices, it gives you warning, tells you where to be. Some things are scheduled, some things are quickly announced. You watch your messages, and the crew will ensure, say, hey, get to the atrium now. There's an important message going on. So something you don't want to miss is the address to all the passengers on board that they were taking over the ship. And they had help. They had help from people who played the story as the First Order. Next up, want to talk about the bridge mission. Oh, yeah, who's excited? Oh, he's in a better mood now. Oh, yeah, he's excited. Woo-hoo. He loves our bridge missions because he gets to get very involved. I'm glad he's over the Batu thing, by the way. Let's talk about this. Again, get on that bridge as much as you can, and every mission's different. So this is an example of the captain address. Actually, this is taken by producer Brian. Thank you for this. Actually, you can see me in this video in my outfit, my X-Wing pilot uniform, and it shows you how even the main crew members get involved with these storylines.
This blockade puts us in a perilous position. But seeing all of you here, that tells me that there is still courage. There is still hope. And that we can find comrades when we need them the most. I cannot wait any longer for Lieutenant Croy to grow a conscience. So we, with the Resistance, are going to take care of this ourselves, right?
Right.
I can trust you all to help me?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Leica.
Captain, can you believe Lieutenant Croy had the nerve to put a blockade around a passenger ship?
Well, Leica, it has gone beyond Lieutenant Croy. It was his superior officer, Colonel Callis, that made this decision. But, looks like I'm going to have to put in a call for some of my friends to help out.
Captain Keegan has kept her resistance allegiances under wraps for our own safety and for her own modesty. She's worked alongside General Organa, Chewbacca, even Bakbai Maradi. She's a key resistance operative.
And so is Leica. As a matter of fact, if it hadn't been for your open distaste for Lieutenant Croy, I am not sure I would have been able to keep him in our position for so long. But freeing SK is what put him over the edge.
Well, honestly, I couldn't have done that with help from all of you. And Sammy. I don't know what we would have done if they would have taken all of SK's data. But pulling one over on Croy, I think that made it worthwhile, right? Yes. We're so much stronger than they ever realized. Some of you helped bring on Coaxium. Some of you helped take out a Star Destroyer. And now, they're just striking back. There's no time to waste. I need to get downstairs to other passengers, to allies, in the engineering room.
No, thank you, Leica. My friends here have agreed to help me, yes?
Yes.
So you go and do what you need.
Stay vigilant, everyone. SK couldn't have been bolted in the first place without double agents on the ship. Please, keep our plans only to those who you trust. Ignite the spark. Light the fire.
All right.
Yeah, R2, he loves the bridge mission. So how cool is that? We had the TIE fighters had blockaded the ship. They were roaming around us. Every window in the ship, where we saw the TIE fighters, and that was in the First Order takeover. And then the little spoiler alert, you get to take out some TIE fighters as part of that mission. I couldn't film it because I was busy firing those TIE fighters out, which was awesome. Some of you protect the ship, some of you fire out TIE fighters, but it is wonderful. Next up, getting deep into the weeds of these stories is we were resistance, so we got paired up with Rey. Yes, the famous Rey's on board, and watch closely the reaction of this little girl with us and our pod of people, because the app, the data pad, Disney Parks app, does a great job of dividing you up in your stories, so each mission is not overcrowded, and it's so well spaced out. It was so well done. I can't give kudos enough to the designers and the missions, the Imagineers of this whole experience, and absolutely unbelievable. R2 agrees. Amazing job. So check out our mission with Rey. We're getting briefed by Rey. She has snuck on the ship, and she is here to assist us with overcoming the First Order takeover. And this little girl who is dressed as Rey had to be over the moon with this experience.
You know how to do that? More than one piece. I think so. Chewie told me that he is a mechanic. He should be able to make that piece. Okay. Does anyone know how to make a trigger that could help Sammy? Maybe. We can help. Yeah. Juliet. Yeah. Okay. We got this. Okay. Juliet will help. What am I doing that? Yeah, that's his assistance. Got it. You can help Sammy. Yes. Can I help him too? We'll help you much. Okay. So we have this. Yes. And we need to get it where? Do we know where Sammy is?
At 6 o'clock at the bridge.
At the bridge? Uh-huh. Where is the bridge?
Deck 6.
Okay, yep, it's upstairs. It's really open. There's a lot of people on board. I'm not sure that we can trust everybody.
We can surround her. Surround her and put
kind of
people around her so they don't notice her.
I don't know. She's pretty notable.
Yeah.
Sammy also kind of blew his cover and said he was with the Resistance in front of the Lieutenant. So he's
What?
not
Well,
right now.
he is with the Resistance, yes?
Yes, he is, but he's on the bridge at 6.
It was a play that fell apart.
Yeah, he was trying to double
Too
it.
impulsive.
We can trust Sammy, right?
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Are we sure? Because I'm hearing a lot of back and forth. I honestly don't. I'm still very confused. I'm still,
Chewie told me I could trust him, and I trust Chewie with my life. So if he feels like Sammy is who we should find, that's who we should find.
Absolutely.
Can we make our way towards the bridge?
Yes.
Yes.
Which step?
The bridge.
That is on 6. So we have to go up.
Can we make our way that way?
Yes. Does anyone have a helmet we can put on her?
Yes.
The data pad says.
I have a helmet. Let me show one.
Might mess up her hair. I know. We won't.
Off we go. Oh, that girl was adorable. She was over the moon. That was our mission with Rey, and we escorted her throughout the ship, tried to hide her. It was awesome. I mean, this is day 2, and things took off. And stay tuned towards the end. I'll show you a little hint of the grand finale, which was wow. It was just bone chilling. It was so exciting. Next up with Rey, and we got invited to out of nowhere saying, hey, meet for a special message from a very special person in the lightsaber training pod. And wow. And check out how few people are with us. Yeah, R2, where were you? So you were with us in there. Oh, that's right. He was running the ship, right? So stay tuned right now. We're going to check out our rest of our mission with Rey. We had a very special message and a very special piece of cargo we helped secure on Batu during our excursion to the planet.
Greetings. Over this strong with the force you are. Trust you. I must. Master Yoda, I am. For many years in isolation, but never alone. Always with me, the Force is. Always revealing itself if open what is. Discoveries of new abilities, secrets of the Force. Legends I thought right now, I know are real. Uncertain times these are. And that those on the dark path will be much at stake. Keep these safe, you must. Unimaginable power these secrets carry. With them, the terrible cost is terrible. In this hologram, these abilities I place collective knowledge, wisdom of the Force. To you who follow the path of the light, hope to the galaxy will you bring. Your name, I know not. Your spirit, yes, that I feel. Strong is your connection to the Force. Know you.
Just a taste. I mean, that is a good example of the combination of the talent on board with the actors, the technology, and how well their organization work, how few people in the room. And yes, I'm going to hear from R2 on this one. He saw the other R2 unit in there. Where was he? That's right, on the bridge. So that was part of our mission. That came up. We had no idea we invited that until we were on our way back to the ship. Say, hey, meet Rey tonight in the lightsaber training camp for a very special message. So all this culminates into day 2 with the finale, the final night fight with Kylo Ren and Rey. Wow. And this is everyone in the atrium taking in this special show. And again, this is just a taste of this. And this was very well done. This was awesome. And this just was a great way to cap out the entire 2-day voyage experience.
What is it? I don't know what you mean. You talk. What makes surrender? Where is he? It will be collateral damage.
Don't fight. He's with me.
Wow. That's how it started. Then it went on for another about 15 minutes after that. It was crazy. So that was the grand finale. And next up, I do want to talk about who is this for? By the way, there's an awesome fireworks show after that fight, after we well, let's just say we take the ship back from the First Order, which was awesome. So title of the show is Who Is This For? Give you a deep dive to give you a better idea. Is this something you want to do? But there's certain people out there that may not realize this is for them without understanding what they actually like. So yes, obviously, number one is Star Wars fans. Yes, R2, droids are included too. Oh, he's excited again. Okay. This time we'll take you to Batuu. I actually built him on Batuu. So one, obviously, Star Wars fans. Again, make sure you watch at least episode 7, The Force Awakens, with your introduction to Rey and Kylo Ren, those characters. The timeline is actually between episode 8 and 9, same as Galaxy's Edge Land. Watch episode 8 too, but I think 1 enough to 7 will put you in the spirit. Also, live theater fans or dinner theater fans would enjoy this because the stories are so good and the people on board are so good. Any aficionado of the theater will appreciate that. And then again, by watching episode 7, maybe episode 8 to get you warmed up, if you're not a huge Star Wars fan, that'll be enough so you at least know the characters. But the talent, I mean, this is such well done. And as I said in the last show, again, watch my show from last week on my Fantastic Endeavors YouTube channel. Please subscribe. And yes, R2, I know you subscribe. Thank you. And I talk about like the basics of the cruise and where the people come in the different characters. I really think dinner theater, live theater fans really would enjoy this experience because it's so immersive. There's nothing else like it. There's nothing else like it as we know of right now. Stay tuned. I heard Disney's going to build a Marvel one. I'm sure Universal will copy with Harry Potter, but until then, this is what we got. Number 3, gamers, and also escape room fans. A lot of puzzles involved, a lot of problem solving, a lot of finding ways out, a lot of missions to find a problem to solve. And that's really caters these kind of people, these kind of gamers and escape room fans. Again, you don't have to be a huge Star Wars fan. And one reason I did this, I'm a huge fan of Westworld, the 1973 movie, Yul Brynner and James Brolin, the original Brolin. Awesome movie. And then we had the Westworld HBO show. It was actually based on a book by Michael Crichton, by the way. When he saw Disney World open in 1971, he got inspired to write this book. The founder of ER and Jurassic Park wrote the book. And then obviously the HBO series with season 1, I know season 2 and 3 went off on a different tangent. Season 1's one of the best series ever for one season. Is amazing. Check that out to get warmed up for this experience. Oh, he wants a Droid World. We'll talk about that. Next, Adventurers Club fans. Yes, some of you have seen Adventurers Club, which closed in 2008 after they closed Pleasure Island. Oh, we missed Pleasure Island. That was on downtown Disney, now Disney Springs. It's where the landing is right now, kind of where Raglan Road was actually just open when I went there. That survived the cut because they were brand new, but where Jock Lindsay's is now, all that was Disney Springs. Paradise at 37, STK Steakhouse is it's still kind of an island, and that's where Pleasure Island was. It was all themed bars, had an 8-tracks 80s bar, then you had Adventurers Club, and these actually actors would come out and intermingle with guests and tell these amazing stories in accents and in characters, and some of these people are now on the Halcyon playing the main characters of your stories. Oh, he wants a Droid Adventurers Club too. R2, you're relentless. So that's who this is for. It's not just for Star Wars fans. It's fans of great theater, great culture, great experiences. This is an experience, and I can't wait to talk about more. Thank you guys for hanging on tonight for an extra long, immersive deep dive into Halcyon. We did talk about the missions. We talked about the deeper experiences on board, and we talked about who this is for. Part 3, I'm going to go into the Halcyons. I got a full page of tips to go through for my Dave's Disney community, probably going to be next weekend. And then part 4 will be a special show just for my Dave's Disney Disney Day Drinkers Club on Facebook, and that's what Skip Shear. I'm going to try to get someone on board that was already on after me, who's a big person in the club, very active. So I want to invite them on board and see if we can talk about the drinks in Sublight Lounge, because it is a unique experience, a bar not everyone can experience. Yeah. Oh, yeah. R2's also a fan of Sublight Lounge. And yes, I am a Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser experience, and I can help you book this. I've been on board. I am a certified Disney travel agent, vacation planner for all things Disney. If you need to reach me, 305-453-9208, dave@bucketwithstrip.com. And I'm here to help you with anything Disney, but especially the Starcruiser. I know it, love it, and I can talk to you about it. Hey, and just email me for questions. Say, I'm not sure if this is for me, and tell me what you're thinking, and we'll talk about it. Do you have to dress up? No, but I recommend it. Do you have to be a character? No, but I recommend it. Be your own character. But you definitely have to choose some kind of role to get a lot out of this experience. So next week, stay tuned as we talk more about on the Dave's Disney community. We're going to talk more about the Halcyon as far as tips and recommendations when you do go to prepare you for your next journey. And then after that, probably same weekend, we'll do a special show for the Disney Day Drinkers Club review of Sublight Lounge. And then I'll have a new travel show next week. Enjoy the journey. Stay tuned for that theme next weekend. This has been Is the Star Wars Halcyon for you? It could be, it may not be. Reach out to me if you need my help, and we'll see you next week. Ignite the spark, light the fire.